Hey coaches, this is Jim Robson. I just want to talk to you today about the idea of increasing your team volume by 402%. And let me just show you what that would look like on your graph. This is a graph from an actual participant who did the course the first time himself back in May. May and June is when he was doing the course. In July, he brought a coach with him. In August, he brought a coach and his other coach brought a coach. And then you'll see that in September, he brought two coaches and the other people started bringing their coaches. So what happens is compound effect, slight edge, however you want to say it, but it's exactly what's supposed to happen. None of the AD trainings have ever been designed to be a one and done and then go to the next shiny object. What they're supposed to do is have you partner with your coaches and mentor them through so that this is what you end up with. Because it's not just about your personal volume. Your personal volume is important, of course, but if we're looking at the $1 million earners, they're not making $1 million a year, or close to $1 million a year, from their own personal sales. It's from team volume. That's what the secret is. So a lot of this has been right in front of us this whole entire time, and that's what I want to share with you. So what I want to share with you is first I want to go over some the basic general idea. Okay, this is 402 basically. Okay, so what you're going to do as a leader is you're going to be in this group with your people. All right, and it's going to be a Rising Stars group. You're going to participate with them. Okay, so you're going to have the customer scripting, you're going to have customer closing, the follow-up scripting, coach scripting, and all that. Now, your planner on this side of it, which will be the left-hand side where you print it out, has 15 customer prospects. Your coaches will have 30, okay? But you're in leadership, and so you're going to do half the work for your personal business. The other half you're going to devote to your coaches. So you got 15 spaces here, and you'll see that this is going to be your key. You're going to write down the name of your coaches. So if you're in the group where you've got 4 coaches or more, whoever is in your downline that you are mentoring through this, you're going to put their name there. In week 1, we'll be talking about the video and their why. On week 2, we do more of the video with the website. 3, 4 are scripting. 5 is a text scripting and coach or challenge groups. And week 6 is customer care and coach recruiting. So what you're going to do is you as a leader on week 1, you can do this by text message. Don't just tag your people in posts. What you are supposed to do, ideally, is have team calls with your people based on the topics that we're talking about. All right, this is vitally important because what this does is this lets those people know that not only are you invested in your own success because you're going through the training with them, but you're invested in their success because you're helping them through the course. And as leaders, you'll have a call with me each week so we can touch base. And if you ever have any questions, I'll answer those questions for you, and then you can spread that message to the rest of your people because I want them to see you, as a leader. I'm just a trainer. I don't want to be, your coach's coach or anything like that. I want them to look up to you, and I want this course to help edify you as their leader because, again, you're helping to shepherd them through this. And the whole idea is this, is that you get the set of coaches through this training, okay? And then what you do is you make a decision. Either they can go on to AD1 if they don't have a bunch of coach recruits. If they do have coach recruits, then those people can lead their own group of people through Accelerate Diamond Rising Stars. And then they can move on to AD1 after that because the whole idea is that each month you help 1 to 4 people go through this group and make it through the group. All right, that's the important part because we've had people sign up and have their coaches sign up, but they haven't really kept in touch with them. But this is vitally important that you tell them, look, I'm putting in a half hour a day and you're putting in a half hour a day. We're going to do this together side by side, back to back the entire way. We're going to get through this. And what you'll see is exactly what happened with Andy. And right in here, he was side by side with his coaches. Right in here, he was side by side with his coaches, and his coaches were side by side with their coaches. And so if you have a dip in your own personal sales, it won't matter because your team volume will more than make up for anything like that. So this is how we're going to make this work for you to grow your team volume, just like it worked for Andy. And here's a cool part is during this time period, he had one coach that was with him here. All right. I think he had two here, but then they start getting people, and then this is what happens. All right. You have improvement, skyrockets once it starts to spread out. The same thing can happen for you because here's the bottom line. I'll just show you the earnings data so you guys know what I'm talking about. For Accelerated Diamond Rising Stars, and this has only been since in February 2015 was the first graduating groups. All right. So we've had 223 people graduate. They've recruited 254 new coaches, 41 rank advancements through this. The average Success Club point during the time period is almost 8. The average income is at $467 and almost 40 cents. So if they just do the average, you're looking at a very nice income for that first 30 days, especially as a coach starting out. All right. Their Success Club points, average of 8 during that time period. If they just do the average, some of your coaches are going to do much, much better. Some will do a little bit less. That's okay because as long as they stay in the training cycle, it'll always get better. And this over here is just what we've done with all the training programs so far. Over 500,000, over 1,000 new coaches. And here, let me show you, because here's the thing too. The old Accelerated Diamond 1 was average earnings was $771. Over 60 days, Monday through Sunday, no days off, right? So we switched the format, partnered up with Who Knows a Guy Fitness to help us make things a whole lot better. And this is the cool part. 15 fewer days for the new Accelerated Diamond 1, people are making twice as much money. All right, wrap your head around that. 15 fewer days, Monday through Friday for Accelerated Diamond 1 when your people get to that. 15 fewer days, twice the money. Average Success Club points, 15.7. All right, so the whole idea is to make this as simple as possible for your coaches, and we take this step by step by step. They will get a very, very deep connection to their why, to their motivation, and I'm telling you, you will form a bond with your coaches. And then as they take their own coaches through, they will form a bond with their coaches. And then what will happen is at the end of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you'll be able to look back and you'll see a spike like this in your monthly volume report when you decided, okay, we're in. We're all in. I'm going to bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my coaches, 6 of my coaches, and we are going to go side by side 100%. We're going to show up a half hour each day, 45 minutes on some days if it gets crazy. All right. But that's all you have to do. So heading back up here just for 1 second, and I'll be done with this, all right, is that, his format that Andy followed was he went through Rising Stars himself, went through the new 81 by himself. Then he went through Rising Stars. He had one coach make it through that. Then he went through Rising Stars with the coach who brought some coaches, and that's where the whole thing happens. All right, 402% from June to September, looking at his actual numbers. And this is the key. This is honestly easy to do and easy not to do, and only you can determine the path that you're going to take. But listen, though, I got to have you teachable. Okay, we're going to teach you a system to use, and it's free during the time period when you're in the first 30 days training. Please just follow the format that we have because that's what the results are. I know there are some people like, well, can I do this thing? Can I do that thing? And Jimmy Hughes Nelson had a great thing on Shakeology. Well, do I have to use Shakeology? Well, if you want to get the results that I've gotten, then you got to do the thing that I'm doing. And it's the same method with this. If you want to get the results that we're getting, please use the system, be teachable. Again, I'm not here to be your coach's coach. I don't want to do that. I want to build you up as a leader. And that's the bottom line. That's what I'm here for. I'm a teacher, and this is my passion. This is what I love to do, is to help people realize their potential. And that's just, that's what I love. So I would love to partner up with you and partner up with your team and help you to get that going. so that you can see the Andy Johnson effect take hold. And all you have to do is just have personal contact with your coaches, go through it side by side, and I'll go through it with you side by side. And together, we can make a great, great effort for your team.